Why do we wash chicken? Why?
My mum's always done it, so I just sort of copied her.
I think it comes from America. All American cookbooks say wash the chicken and wash the turkey first. You're going to cook it in an oven.
But also, you're washing it in cold water, so what's that going to get off?
Exactly. There's nothing. All people are worried about is there might be a bit of giblet left inside, but you don't eat the inside, do you? Or the outside. You cook it, you know.
Yeah.
It makes me very angry.
So you've got a demonstration that makes him very angry.
Very angry.
A demonstration for us is
Yes.
that because what can happen if you are washing a chicken in cold water, you can spread bacteria all over the place.
Yes, you can. Now, should we see that now?
Yeah,
Look at this now.
This is what happens.
This is earlier, right? Now watch this. I just washed it, like, as they say to. You will get a bit of splashback, obviously, because it goes on the tap. Look at that. Look at your hands.
Yeah.
No, wait, you'll go
That's
to
the bacteria that you can see glowing
You'll go
up.
to the back of the... You can't see it there, but you see splashes of little white marks everywhere. Now, imagine if you've got, you know, perishable food like salad around. It goes on the side, it goes everywhere.
On the taps,
on the
all over the
taps.
taps.
And the point being is that that's when you're doing it. So then if someone stops you, your little daughter or child come up, or the phone goes, or... You just transfer that.
And you might not be able to... You might not see where it all is to clean it up afterwards.
Exactly.
So better to
Some
take
chefs have said you should wash a chicken. I mean, they publicly said you should wash a chicken.
Why?
So that's why it's very, very
Why?
confusing. Well, I think
the only thing I would say was years ago, we used to buy long-leg chickens, what they call long leg, which came with the guts in, and you prepared them all.
We call them ostriches.
Hey! Oh, gosh. Yeah, anyway, but that was probably the reason why... Now there's no need. Now,
OK.
I was going to do a bit of a demonstration here.
Go on.
Here, this is the chicken that we cooked yesterday. Sorry, we washed earlier on, I should say. I'm going to show you. I'm going to take it out of the pack, onto the board. I'm going to roughly chop it into 3 pieces. Like, say you're going to cook it, into the pan, shake the pan, wipe your hands as everyone does. Right, now, can we turn the lights down?
Got my black light here.
And you will see... Look at that. Look over there. Look at... You see it on the chicken there? In the pan? You can still see it on there, which hasn't always been cooked.
What about the handle of the pan?
The handle's there, look, see? You can see, and the hand of the knife. Look at that. And in my hands, you can just about see a little bit there.
And what about the cloth?
Yeah.
And the cloth, it might be... Oh, it's pretty white, so you probably won't see it, but there will certainly be on there. So there you go. So I'm going to wash my hands, and I'm using an antibacterial wipe or wash here.
And that's the only way to remove that.
Certainly from your hands. A mild bleach spray will do the same thing.
What about chopping boards? Because aren't you supposed to use different coloured chopping... or different chopping boards, at least, for
Yes, you are.
different food items?
Yeah. For instance, in catering environment, red is always raw meat.
Yeah.
Green is vegetables, that sort of thing goes down the line. So you should have that. It was an EU directive, gosh, 15 years ago.
And washing a chopping board, just simply pour boiling water
I
over
would
it.
put it into a sink and the knife and anything you pour boiling water, because anything above 70 degrees, it will kill it. OK? Dishwasher's really, really good.
There's our rules on screen.
I don't touch it anymore. It's got a nice clean. So don't wash raw
Make sure
chicken.
you cook it properly.
Disinfect hot water and cook it properly.
Yeah.
This is common sense. Most foods above 70 degrees, you're absolutely fine.
Let's talk
best
about
way to stack a
food.
fridge.
Food? That's what we're doing. Let's talk about stacking
Stacking
a
a fridge.
What's supposed to go where?
This is a bog standard fridge. OK?
Well, it's
Here
not,
we
'cause it
have.
hasn't got a back on it.
And it's not on.
That's a useless fridge, that one.
Pretend that. OK. This is just as a demonstration. Up here you've got things like butters, cheeses, yogurts, that sort of stuff on the top shelf. The second shelf, probably, again, cooked meats. Always cooked meats or fish, they go there. OK? Then you've got things like jam, ketchup. Even ketchup bugs are growing because they've reduced the sugar of ketchups and jams. And always raw meat at the, covered in a sealed container. Above, which is another layer of glass and a separate box to put your salads in. One of the biggest cross-contaminators is raw blood dripping onto other things.
I see, so which is why you put it at the bottom of the fridge.
Great little tip here. This is Julia's idea, not mine. This is a bottle of water which has got a thermometer inside. You keep it in your fridge. That gives you the core temperature of foods, not the air temperature.
How clever
so
is
it's really,
that?
and they're really, really cheap. So.
We'll talk about eggs, because you've said before that the only reason we put eggs in the fridge is because the Americans put egg-shaped containers for their fridges.
Now, the argument to that is that supermarkets will say, well, we're air-conditioned and I've got a very, very high turnover. When I was a kid, my mum bought cracked eggs because they were cheaper to make cakes out of.
Oh, really?
Now I wouldn't subscribe that you did that, actually. And that's why at the supermarket checkout, they always check that you've not broken
the eggs,
and take them back in.
OK, so you can in the fridge, out of the fridge, what do you do?
The rules are in a fridge below 4 degrees and use them up pretty much. But all that happens to an egg is it evaporates, so it gets slightly smaller in the shell. The problem is it is a porous shell, so it will take on contaminants. So, personally, I keep mine out, but the guidelines are, say, keep them in.
We keep ours out as well, actually. Well, what about dirty eggs?
Dirty eggs, yeah, be very, very careful, because bear in mind, salmonella, 90% or 99.9% of the salmonella is on the outside of the egg, not the inside, yes. So
'Cause of
that's
the
the problem.
chicken's bottom?
Yeah, well, yeah. I think they've put something else, don't they? But,
That's what it is.
Did you do biology at school?
No,
But when you-
OK, fair enough. All right, let's not go to
the thing is, when you crack that egg, you crack it, that's when the contamination comes in. Okay.
All right. Okay. Reducing your risk. So heating and reheating food.
Reheating food. Well, if you buy a ready meal from a supermarket, it's cooked already.
That's what I was going to say, because rice is the big one, but if you bought a chili con carne already made up,
Yeah, you're
there's
absolutely
rice
fine.
in it.
Yeah, absolutely. But the rules are above 70 degrees, it's already cooked, and the actual guidelines say piping hot. They use the word piping hot. But things like rice can get a toxin in it called Bacillus cereus, which causes bacteria which can grow, and that's the guidelines to rice are slightly different. You need to chill it very, very quickly after you've cooked it. Within an hour, keep it covered and reheat it, probably piping hot.
OK,
And in
that's
45 seconds, the difference between best before and sell by.
Right,
Used by.
this is quite confusing. Used by is normally to perishable foods that need to be eaten, OK? So, to avoid food poisoning. Normally things with high protein or high moisture contents. Best before is what they recommend it tastes good at. I mean, a couple of days later, it'll be absolutely fine. And display has no legal meaning whatsoever. It's purely for shelf stacking.
shelf stacking.
And things you've got to be careful of, mince, obviously, because there's bacteria.
Always
into
eat
there
those on the
from
date that it
frozen, yeah.
says.
Frozen peas, absolutely fine. Margarine's absolutely fine. Yogurt, you've probably got a couple of days. And look, golden rule, smell it. If it tastes off, smells off, it probably will be.
And that's the rule for milk.
Yeah, but on your cap.
All right,
Thank
Phil.
you.